Tell me more, Hajab, about these gangs. You mentioned the snakeheads. How do these gangs differ, or do they all have the same DNA? It's just which country they're from, and
Oh
who's the
no,
biggest gang?
these gangs, as said earlier, they're very regard. They have no regard for human life. So I hear stories of asylum seekers who arrive in the UK when they claim asylum, and they tell us how they've been trafficked, and they tell us stories of how they were crossing, something that was frozen, and someone was one of the parties person being smuggled was slowing the gang down, and the gang just beat him to death. And they were also saying that when they try and cross Russia, when they go through Russia and try and cross the Slovak Republic border into Austria, that the Russian army or the police, they just open fire on them, and there's total no regard of life. These gangs are very, very callous. It's a numbers game for them. They don't view people as humans. They view them as cash and as numbers. And as far as they're concerned, there's always more clientele because the system is flawed. The product that the gangs use to sell entry into Britain is you can't claim asylum unless you set foot into Britain. Therefore, who are the only people that can get you into Britain? The gangs. If you want to get into Britain, you have to pay a gang to cross over. That's the huge selling point for the gangs. And they have plenty of people queuing up who want to come over. And until that model is smashed and until these gangs are caught, and especially like snakeheads, and there are other gangs, the Albanian trafficking gangs. This will not stop. The gangs are so slick. Their bosses are sitting in countries where they can't even be extradited, and it's a money-making enterprise. They're literally counting cash, like you see in series like Narcos or something. That's what it's like.